Sonic franchise have finally crossed $1 billion at the box office because this third entry is crushing it still at the US box office. In fact, it is just about 3.3 million away from becoming the highest grossing Sonic film of all time. Despite just playing in a very smaller number of theaters. You know, a few weeks ago, I made a video about Disney bullying the Sonic film in the sense that they took majority of the screens for Mufasa the Lion King and left Sonic 3 in about 3,746 theaters, which is way less compared to the number of theaters this film should be playing at to generate the money that it can generate, considering that is generating more money than Mufasa the Lion King. If you look at their revenue side by side, you'll see it's a lot better. But at least when you look at theater ratio of revenue, it's better than Mufasa the Lion King. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 grossed a franchise record $21.2 million in its third 3-day weekend, which is around 42.8% drop from last weekend. Now, when you compare it to Sonic, the Sonic movie 2, that's the part 2 of the film, that movie only brought $15.7 million in its third weekend and only dropped around 46.6% in its third weekend, and that had about 3,800 plus theaters at that time. Sonic the Hedgehog, the original first film, dropped to $16.3 million in its third weekend. That's around 37.7% drop. So you're looking at the fact that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is holding up excellently. In fact, right now it has hit a huge $187.5 million in the US box office. It is going to beat out Sonic the Hedgehog 2 to become the highest grossing installment in the franchise, and it's actually tracking to earn between $250 million to $275 million in the US. So that's a huge number. Imagine every film in the end in the Sonic franchise have all made money than the previous films, which is fantastic. In fact, that's a good sign. It shows that there is a returning audience for this franchise, and the audience are growing because the new films are making more money than the old ones that have been successful as well. So that's a very, very good sign. That is absolutely a great sign. And then when you go to the international markets, this is where it gets interesting. Sonic the Hedgehog crossed $300 million. It is currently at $319.7 million in its global box office run. It still has a staggered overseas rollout, but it still grossed $51.2 million in its second weekend overseas. That's just about 30.8% drop from its opening weekend. You are looking at $148.8 million in the international market. Now, when you add that up to its current US numbers, which is 187.5 million. It is currently now at a total of $336.3 million. So this is an incredible number in many respects. Now, it's going to earn between $550 million to $575 million when it's all said and done at the worldwide box office, which is an incredible return. The budget for this film is $120 million. So it means that normally it needs just around $300 million to break even. And it already has crossed $300 million for the studio. So it's now in the profit territory. It's if it gets to $570 million, it is certainly going to make the studio over $100 million in profit, because that's what it is earning right now. It's profits that it's earning. In 2 weeks, it's already generated back its entire production cost and marketing cost. Everything is back in the studio's pockets, and any other thing they are generating now is literally going to be profits in general. So look, guys, this is what Sonic has been able to do. It has finally crossed $1 billion in franchise revenue generation at the box office. If you guys enjoyed this report, then go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, do like our content here. I'll see you guys very much next time.